Sometimes life presents to us situations that seem to be equally uncomfortable and undesirable, and it seems to withhold what it is we actually are trying to get. Whatever we are striving for, it's offering us anything but that. And I recently had this kind of situation, and I was looking at these two options and realizing that I have zero control over these. What on earth do I do? And I looked at one, and then I looked at the other, and then what came into my mind was this: well, go on and get happy. And I think sometimes we forget how to be happy, or maybe we don't even forget, we never really learned. We can be so focused on the pain, focused on the negative, focused on our traumatic past, focused on fear of the future and worries, that we don't really know how to be happy. We're almost afraid to be, because in being happy, you have to let go, and you have to be present, and you have to simply just witness whatever is coming up. So what I did is I decided to take it to the trail and walk and walk and walk. And it was every bit a spiritual practice, and it was about facing fear. And I didn't know what I would find, if I could do it, if I could handle it. I didn't know, and I was afraid. And so I voluntarily, willingly put myself in that situation. And on one particular hike, shortly after starting, I came within about 15 feet of an adult black bear, standing right there in the middle of the trail, looking at me. And I had been watching my footing because the trail was very rocky. And when I looked up and saw it, and got this shot of adrenaline, and the bear started walking towards me. And I backed away very slowly, another step back. And fortunately, very shortly afterward, it just meandered into the woods, and I didn't see it again. And it was absolutely bringing me into presence. Wake up, look around, what is around you. The trail, the mountain, the animals, they bring everything into sharp focus. What is really important? It makes all your problems seem not so important. Makes them seem smaller. It gives you space. It opens up a space within you that perhaps you didn't realize you had the capacity for. Because when we're stuck in our routines, in our work, in the things of everyday life, it can be very easy to get stuck in the problems, the things I have to do, the obligations, my feelings, my thoughts, the thoughts that spin out of control and pull you down and tell you that you're no good and that you're worthless and a piece of crap. All of that. So can you find that thing that you can just lose yourself in? Something that is bigger than you. The mountain, the ocean, the meadow, the vast expanse of nothingness that beckons you to walk into it. And it just says, put one foot in front of the other. You may not know where you're going. Just put one foot in front of the other, and then another, and then another. If the trail gets really steep, stop and catch your breath. If you see a bear, stop and be extremely alert. If you have to cross a stream and there's just a log across the stream and you're not sure you can make it across, look for other solutions. And you just deal with things as they come. Life on the trail is simple. Life in our minds can be an absolute battlefield. A horrible place to be, a place you just want to get out of. And sometimes it's not easy to be a friend to yourself. And then sometimes we have situations or circumstances where there's just solitude, stillness, space. And we realize Things are not what they seem, and we are not that identification with the hard stuff that seems to always be there. I think we forget that life, the nature of life, is to always throw us problems, to always present problems. When one area improves, then the next, something else pops up. But it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. It's just life. So find some space somewhere, anywhere, where you can create that distance for yourself to just simply breathe. Just be and connect to that truer part of yourself.